I will tell you fast forward how I got into
Yeah, the LawSikho.
EdTech. LawSikho happened in 2018. So 2011 I joined a law firm.
Okay.
One of the India's top law firm.
Okay.
And they had the highest package also, and they were so I wanted to be a startup at some point, right? I already knew I wanted to do startup eventually. When I went there, it was very disappointing for me because first of all, I was used to doing my own things, running my own business, making my own money, and the education you get in law school, it does not prepare you at all for the work that you do as a lawyer. So after 6 months, I was almost depressed. I was depressed, right? No, I was like, getting out of bed was getting difficult. It was very clear it was not only me, it was happening to all my other batchmates. So Friday evening, we are all going out to have a drink. And on the stairs of Phoenix Mall, which was close from my office in India Bull Center. So there's this, my batchmate who works one floor above me in a different law firm, sitting there and crying on the steps. He got fired that day because he made a mistake. This is a really hard-working guy from my college, very smart, not a topper, but always very diligent and all of that. And now he's like a very successful lawyer in a sovereign wealth fund. So I was like, how did this guy got fired? Like, and I had something like shift in me that day. I decided that I have to go and build a course which solves this problem. And then I created a curriculum, went and pitched it to my own alma mater. Actually, we had kind of pitched it before this, but this thing like made us go even harder at that thing. And we got an approval eventually. Like by the time we was finishing 1 year in trilegal, we got the approval. University said, see, we are not going to launch this course, but you guys launch it if you want to. We'll not give you any money, but if you make money, if you have like enrollments, give us 30%, 70% you take, and you pay the cost also from there.
Acha.
Right? So ours 30% is ours, you say. So something like that. So basically we left our job, made a website, started selling the course, and it absolutely unbelievably did really, really well. So 20,000 rupees price, and we sold it to 500 people. So we made 1 crore in the first year itself. And there were 2 people, 3 people team, hardly, working out of a bedroom. But you know why it worked? Because we had all these followers from our blog. And we had all of these people following us on social media. And when we came out and wrote this story that this is the problem you face in a law firm, this is why you should know this. It was very authentic, very real. A college cannot do that. We were able to explain, and the syllabus made sense. So a lot of people started buying that course, and they got great results. So it started growing. So at one point, the vice chancellor of NUJs, we had moved. So this happened in Bombay. Then we moved to Delhi.
Okay.
We moved to Delhi because my co-founder Abhyuday, his parents insisted that we should move to Delhi because, they wanted him to be in Delhi.
Okay.
They offered us like, you can work out of this small office. They provided to us.
Acha.
And and Abhyuday had to shift to Delhi. So if I stayed back in Bombay, then the team will break.
Okay.
So we all shifted to Delhi. And so the vice chancellor of NUJS was in Delhi. So he came and met us one day. And he said that you guys should expand these programs because we need to pay 7th pay commission money to our professors. But it's not possible because we can't increase the fee. Students will protest. But NLS Bangalore does 8 crore revenue per year at this point from distance courses. You guys have done 1 crore, so maybe you can also scale up. Then we'll have the money that we need. We started growing like anything. We launched more courses. Everything did really well. Fast forward, long story short, this was 2012-13, right? We started launching all these courses. 2012, we started with NUJS. In our company, but in NUJS. With NUJS courses. And by 2017, 15% of NUJS university's entire budget came from the profit share of our courses.
Amazing.
And it was doubling every year. So in 2018, we knew it will be 30% of the university budget. But then what happened? There was a student protest over the vice chancellor for some reasons. A new vice chancellor came, who was a stopgap vice chancellor. He came and shut down all the courses overnight, saying that what is this private company ke saath? How can you work like this? This must be some problem and all. So we were overnight suddenly, because the university got money and then they paid us and they stopped paying us. And we had all this student enrolled in university's courses, not our course, but Obviously, the university doesn't pick up phones if they call, right? So they call and abuse us. And so we found ourselves in this situation in 2018, month of April, May, that I am getting 100 calls a day, everybody abusing me, saying that you're a fraud, you sold us this course of NUJS, now NUJS is not picking up the phone, not giving us diploma, they've suspended all the courses, what will happen?
No.
And at the same time, I don't have money to pay my vendors, don't have money to pay my employees, because last money that I had in month of May, I gave it to my employees, said that, look, 40% of their salary you were able to pay. Month was not over. In the beginning of the month, only we realized it's not going anywhere. So we paid everybody, said go find another job. So people started, whatever rest of the salary will pay eventually. When I make money, I'll somehow, it's my guarantee, I'll pay. You guys find a job in the meanwhile, because this thing is not getting resolved. And we filed cases against the university, helped the students to file cases against the university. But that would take years to resolve. We won all those cases eventually. But we got even a lot of our money from the university eventually. And told the vendors that we don't have money. So brilliant thing happened is the vendors said that you always paid us on time. You always treated us well. You take more credit. And there were 14 people in my team who said, we'll stay back. Let's try one more time without university if we can make it work. Product market fit is there, so let's try once. So I had started this platform called LawSikho about 6-7 months back, where I was trying to launch the courses that the university wouldn't let us launch. So I launched there.
Wow.
So we said, okay, let's focus on this now. We said, okay, let's fully work on LawSikho, and we set this condition that if in the first month we can do at least 5 lakh of revenue, then we'll be able to pay the office rent and 50% of the salary of these 14 people. Okay? Then we will continue. Otherwise, we will shut down and find jobs. Last day of the month, we have done 3.5 lakh of sales. So I am now in a little doubt that what do I do? 5 lakh to hua nahi, so probably wrap up.
This is the very first month when you launched.
First month, okay. Then a mail went out saying that last day of enrollment. And enrollment started pouring in. All the people who I had spoken to, they were not buying, they started buying.
The FOMO kicked in.
Before the night was over, there was 8.5 lakh revenue in our account.
From 3.5 lakh to
5 lakh revenue came in one day. They were like, oh my God.
See, this is the real product market fit. When you're able to drive FOMO, just because, you said this is last day of registration, etc., and people came in, this is like real product market fit because people became desperate for something.
Correct. So
it shows the whole need of it.
Very good point. So, that's what that day I got, yes, product market fit is there, we got a skill. And it was a new thing for me because I was not sure कि university के वजह से ही लोग course करते होंगे हमारा, right? But this showed me that this is not true. There is no university. We are in the bottom of the pit, and still people want to do this course because of the course content, what they're learning from it. So it works. So we focused on law students and recent law graduates who are not able to get a job. We could train them and they will get a job. And we are not even able to track what success they were getting, but people just did the course because they knew that this is the thing I have to do in the job. And even if I get a job, there will be people who will get a job, struggle, and then enroll in our courses because that information is not available otherwise in a structured manner anyway. So we are focusing on that market. I had a brainwave in 2019 and I'm focusing on the wrong market. Law student and recent law graduates are the people who don't have money. They're struggling.
Okay.
You should focus on people who have money. Who are the people in legal industry who have money? People who are practicing 5-10 years, earning 1 or 2 lakh rupees. How can I help them? So I realized that most of these lawyers are stuck in some certain traditional practice areas, civil litigation, criminal litigation, real estate. Now, can I help them to get into more lucrative areas of practice and make it streamlined and easy? Technology law, IP law, people have interest, but they can't learn it very simply. Like it's just too complicated to switch practice areas or even learn a new practice area. So I started building courses which will facilitate that. And then that took us to like a much bigger, 1 crore type of per month revenue. So we had a major growth till the pandemic was starting. January, February 2020, all these things just kind of warming up. Pandemic is going to happen. Nobody knows, but by that time we're doing 1 crore revenue per month, doing very well.